Imagine receiving an extra $200 on your Social Security check in June. While it seems unlikely, it might happen. So let's explore this wonderful news of a potential $200 boost in Social Security benefits. SSI, SSDI, and VA in 2024. Who will gain? What it means for millions of Americans and how to stay successful, but there's more to the tale than meets the eye. Join us as we uncover some obscure details and surprising turns about this momentous shift. Here at Updates Area, we're happy to provide you if you're new here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join our community for more insightful material. Let's get started as we chat about the exciting $200 rise, the most recent updates and crucial information that affects your financial future. Let us briefly review the fundamentals of social protection, SSDI, Virginia, and SSI benefits. These programs, which offer vital financial help to seniors, handicapped people, and veterans, are lifelines for millions of Americans. After years of arduous work, Social Security is a federal program that provides retirees and their families with a steady monthly income by paying benefits. Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, enables the elderly, blind, and crippled, as well as individuals with low incomes and resources, to meet their basic necessities. Social Security Disability Insurance, or SSDI, is intended for people who have previously worked but are unable to do so because of a handicap. This program offers vital financial assistance to assist participants in managing their everyday costs. Conversely, Virginia benefits are designed exclusively for veterans and their families, including a range of financial support for healthcare and education. Comprehending these programs is crucial as they serve as the foundation for financial. For many, security serves a specific role, ensuring that various groups in our society receive the assistance they require. With the projected $200 rise, the impact might be much greater. However, let's take a closer look at how this plan came about and who it will affect. Looking into the specifics of the announcement of the $200 hike, let's examine the details of the proposed $200 raise before discussing how it would affect you in detail. This plan has been creating waves and inspiring hope among millions of beneficiaries. A group legislators who feel that benefits from Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and the VA should better reflect the rising cost of living present the idea of a $200 increase, arguing that many recipients cannot afford the current benefits due to inflation and other economic pressures. The goal of the proposed increase is to significantly increase monthly payments and significantly improve the lives of individuals who depend on them. It's about improving the lives of millions of Americans who depend on these programs to survive and thrive, not just about making more money. Flourish. So who is the real sponsor of this idea and why? Senators and congressmen who have long supported Social Security reform are the main proponents. They feel that this increase is essential to ensuring that the system continues to function, strong and adaptable to the demands of its recipients. But what does this actually imply for you and your family, who will really benefit from this rise, and how will it be put into practice? Let's investigate these issues and determine who has the most to benefit from this. Suggested modification. Before we discuss the raise's wider ramifications, let's concentrate on who will genuinely gain from the suggested $200 rise. A wide range of persons who rely on Social Security are expected to be impacted by this increase. VA, SSDI, and SSI payments among the recipients of Social Security are SSI recipients, who are frequently people with limited income and resources, will likely see a significant improvement in their ability to cover their living expenses. Retirees who have worked for years and now depend on these monthly checks for their post-retirement lives additionally gain from this raise. For many, an additional $200 could mean improved access to necessities, products, and services. Raising benefits can alleviate financial strain and enhance the quality of life for SSDI recipients by providing much-needed funds. Financial respite. Beneficiaries of SSDI are those with qualifying disabilities. That keeps people from working. This extra cash might assist in paying for daily necessities like food and medicine, as well as other essentials. Another important group that will benefit are veterans getting VA benefits. These men and women have served their nation and frequently confront particular difficulties. The rise in each of these groups stands to gain greatly from the planned rise. But what about the time frame and implementation of this raise? How soon can benefits be implemented to recognize their contribution and support them in their daily lives? Aries anticipate receiving this additional cash in their checks. The specifics of when and how this will all come together will be discussed. Now let's discuss the implementation schedule and details, including when beneficiaries can expect this $200 increase and how it will be implemented. According to the suggested schedule, the USD 200 increase would begin in June. We have scheduled 2024 to allow for all required legislative procedures and modifications within the Social Security Administration. It's a complicated process, but the aim is to guarantee a seamless transition that happens on schedule. Modernizing the Social Security SSI, SSDI, and VA payment systems will be part of the deployment. Advantages: the Social Security Administration will collaborate closely with other government agencies to ensure that everything is in place by the target date, and that beneficiaries don't need to take any AC to make this happen. This involves recalculating the benefits for millions of recipients and ensuring the correct distribution of the new amounts. Beneficiaries will notice the new amount in their June 20124 checks when they automatically receive this increase. It's a good idea to stay informed and check your benefit statements to make sure everything is correct. But how will this increase affect your daily life? What changes in life should you anticipate and be ready for? Now that we have discussed the possible drawbacks and difficulties of this raise, let's examine the financial effects this $200 increase will have on beneficiaries. For many retirees, this additional cash can mean a big difference in their quality of life if they depend on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA payments. The extra $200 will help cover much-needed expenses and offer much-needed respite from the ongoing concern about making ends meet. Rising prices for necessities as food, utilities, and medical costs. SSI recipients who frequently struggle with the necessities may find that this boost can also allow for a little more comfort and happiness in daily life, whether it's indulging oneself to minor luxuries that were previously expensive or dining out occasionally. Very advantageous. An additional $200 per month can go a long way toward ensuring that they have access to healthcare, decent housing, and adequate food. For people receiving SSDI, it's about improving their dignity and standard of living because taking care of a handicap frequently entails paying extra for prescription drugs. To specialized equipment or therapies, the rise might lessen part of this financial load, enabling them to manage their disease more effectively and have less anxiety regarding money. Veterans who receive VA benefits will also profit greatly. This increase recognizes their contributions and sacrifices, which have improved financial stability, whether it's for everyday living costs or healthcare, education, or both. The additional $200 can greatly enhance their standard of living, but what are some possible drawbacks and objections to this suggestion? Let's examine the potential issues and potential solutions. Let's talk about the objections and issues with the suggested USD 200. Elevate. Although many see this increase as a good thing, there are a number of issues and challenges to take into account. The Social Security Trust Fund's potential strength is one of the primary objections. Opponents contend that raising benefits without matching increases in resources may hasten the trust fund's depletion, which could eventually cause financial instability. This raises concerns about the proposed increase's long-term viability. Another difficulty is the legislative process. The assent of both houses of Congress is necessary to enact such a major reform, and this can take a long and difficult process that could be delayed or even derailed by political disagreements and different objectives. There are logistical issues with the proposal as well. Updating the payment systems for millions of beneficiaries is a difficult undertaking that needs to be carefully planned and carried out. Any mistakes or delays could lead to misunderstanding and frustration among beneficiaries who are looking forward to the raise. Some critics also worry that while a uniform $200 increase might be substantial for some beneficiaries, it might not be sufficient for others who are facing higher living costs, particularly in areas where living expenses are higher. Lastly, there's the inflationary pressures that some economists believe could result from expanding benefits, potentially offsetting some of the targeted financial alleviation. Notwithstanding these difficulties, a lot of people think that the suggested raise is essential to assist needy groups. What matters is to remain knowledgeable and comprehend this proposal's advantages, as well as its possible drawbacks.